Conveniently, there was a boot camp just the other day, and I'm on the wrong page here. Mark Andre, who is our head automation nerd, hosted a boot camp that was, the 15 things that you can and should automate, and he has posted them all into the cookbook here. So if you go to the cookbook site and sort by date, the newest ones at the top right now are the ones that Mark has actually earmarked for, these are the ones that that you can and should do. So things like, locking the desktop if there's not already a configuration for that, removing unwanted apps in Windows, change monitoring, PSD files for Outlook and whatnot, for doing things like archiving, backup, and also for compliance sake. And then there's a number of cleanup and maintenance things. If you are interested in the sort of what we have done automation-wise that we think is most important or most interesting, they'll be up here in the featured links. So I think he's got 3 or 4 up here that are featured as well. But there we go. So yeah, like I said, conveniently, Mark has just created a sort of a top 10 list for you to have a look in the okay, yeah, so then it's 2203, yeah. So that's that's sort of the snapshot of what he feels like should be sort of featured and what everyone should use. As far as Mac things go, there's let me see here. Going here, shell scripts. Obviously, anything that you're doing with monitoring, if you're not already doing some kind of backups, then make sure you're doing backups and then do some kind of monitoring for them. The way that you install and keep patches up to date is also fairly vital, especially for the concerns with the security and malware and such. Just keeping ahead of all those exploits. So anything that you can do for patching and deploying updated versions of your software. So I've got some links in here to Installamator, and I think there's one for Homebrew and whatnot. Luckily, the patching tasks in RMM are built in. It's not quite as integrated as the ones for Windows, but for Macs, the managed patch task there is my definitely number one in the rankings, I guess. And then where did it go? Yeah, there were some yeah, so the keeping things up to date, and then again making sure that you have your backups running. Most of the other scripts that I have in here for Mac are monitoring or troubleshooting type things. So if you're not already, like I said, doing at least on Macs, it's the managed patch, and then as far as Windows goes, it's part of the it's built in, which is the patch management engine here. Aside from that, making sure that your backups are running, because if you don't have backups, you can't recover from disaster. So that's just top of my head, that's going to be your my number one recommendation is, as far as monitoring goes, making sure that those protections are in place for in case disaster strikes, because as someone just recently told me, nobody really cares about backup so much as they care about recovery. And you can't recover if your backups are not running.